And welcome back, everyone. We'll get back to your regularly scheduled program in just a moment, but thank you so much for joining us live. We are coming to you live from the Battle House in downtown Mobile. I'm Varion Walton. You are watching me live on the VW Network. We are going to be the place for you this weekend with highlights, exclusive interviews, and of course, all of the all-access backstage stuff that you can handle this weekend as Bayfest 2011 gets underway. It's the 17th year, and we're talking about a year that will bring on 125 acts on 9 different stages, and one stage in particular, this particular night, that I had a special interest in is the gospel stage. In addition to Angel, she's a local artist who is dropping a CD in the Mobile market a little later tonight as she performs. I believe she's hitting the stage right at 7 o'clock. You also need to know that award-winning gospel singer and headliner for tonight, Brian Courtney Wilson, is joining us live in downtown Mobile as we speak. We are live at the Battle House, and it was interesting, Brian. I was told that if I had to ask just one word to describe you, humble would be the word that would describe you most accurately. And I have to let everybody know I think that's correct, because as you were walking in, I was walking in, and I think food was the thing that was the priority, but you definitely worked at, I think you're going to be fine, but you worked with us in making certain that you came to let us get a preview of what your fans can expect tonight. What can they expect tonight?
We're still gonna be talking about Just Love tonight, and looking forward to sharing that with people. The album has been out now for a couple of years, and people have gotten an opportunity to hear the music and ultimately hear my heart, because that's what it is, just an attempt by me to tell my story, to witness to how God has just loved me, and put people in my life that just love me. And it's the reason why I feel like I'm talking to you today, so people look beyond my flaws and stuff.
Absolutely, and I think you are being humble, because not only has Just Love done very well for you, it's been an amazing breakthrough CD. How many weeks, outrageous weeks on the charts again?
I want to say it was close to 100 weeks on the chart for the album, and then for the single it was like on the chart for 92 weeks. And the writer of the song, he actually got an award from ASCAP for it. It was like Song of the Year for ASCAP, Stan Jones. And I just feel privileged to have been a part of it. It was a timely message for now, and I think it's still timely when you can say all you need is a touch from the master, especially when you're losing everything, losing your home, losing your job, to realize and know that it's true, that all you need is a touch from the master, and hold. I think it's a powerful message.
I think you're right. We are talking live again. I'm Varion Walton in downtown Mobile, talking to gospel artist, award-winning artist Brian Courtney Wilson. One thing's for certain, when you talk about just the movement in this country, right now there are so many people that are part of a grassroots effort to just recognize and embrace the fact that this country is in a place where we've never been. You've got middle-class families that are hurting like never before, and it appears that there just seems to be an onslaught of folks losing everything. What can you do? Is your music almost a ministry to just give those folks hope?
I pray to God it is. I pray to God that He's using me to say something that He wants to say in the world today, to encourage people to keep their head up, to let them know we're talking about on camera, that God made you with the storm in mind. Just because you're going through a storm doesn't mean God is taking His hand off you. It may mean He's navigating you to a place that you got to go through the storm to get to. And to don't, just because the foundations that you laid your life on are being shaken right now, don't get discouraged, don't give up. Keep your head up and stay proud. Keep your head up and stay proud of what God has already done, what God is doing, what you already have to hold on to. Like even if last week you were driving an Escalade, now all you got is a Dodge Neon or something.
Because you still have your life. You still have your life.
You still got a Dodge Neon that you can drive around in to get around. There's so many reasons to be thankful. There's so many reasons to keep your head up and to keep going, even when you don't have the finest things. And that's what I hope. That's what I hope part of my message is that, man, you got to keep your head up.
Absolutely, but you know what? You're kind of ministering to yourself too. That hasn't always been your testimony. I know that you said that you were a man being humbled by God, but share with our audience that's watching tonight you had to go through some things yourself. You had a 9-to-5 selling pharmaceutical sales. You went from Wall Street, pharmaceutical sales, to gospel.
Yeah, I was a sales rep. I did that for close to 7 years. And it was a comfortable lifestyle. You know, they pay for your car. They give you a bonus every 3 months. And it's very comfortable. But I never felt comfortable because I always felt like God was calling me to something more, to do something more with ministry. And so when I made the decision to walk away from that job, and I say I made the decision, I feel like I was like Jonah getting swallowed by the whale in many ways. Like I was losing my mind doing that job every day when I knew God was calling me to something else, but I wasn't doing it because I was afraid of being uncomfortable. I almost feel like discomfort was forced on me. We walked it out, and for close to 4 years after that decision, every day I would wonder, man, did I make the right decision? I took a job as a music minister at a church in downtown Houston that catered to a homeless population. The margin was very low. You know, there wasn't a lot of money to go around to do what we had to do. And so every day I'm looking at people that are struggling and have slept on the steps of the church the night before, and I'm thinking, man, have I made a decision with my family where I might have to sleep out there too? But God was faithful. And when I talk about that pride, like when I come back to that church now after being on the road, I always see this sense of pride on their face, like, man, you kept going, you kept singing, and you're singing our story. And that's one of the things that motivates me now, to just keep going and hopefully be as credible a witness to what God can do as possible.
Well, you are definitely ministering to a number of people, and again, not to I think you should toot your horn a little bit more than you do, because to be on the charts 100 weeks, that's phenomenal. And there's another grassroots effort for everyone watching this interview live. Again, we are talking live to Brian Courtney Wilson, who is one of the headliners on the gospel stage for Bayfest 2011. A lot of people say OMG, but I happen to know that there is a small little church in Mobile, Alabama, that is now starting to change that to only my God.
Really?
Only my God could do what it is that He's done in my life. Do you feel that way as well?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's when you talk about tooting your own horn. Every time someone cites a stat like that, I know that it was God doing it and putting people in my life that could help me to get it done. And I could not have done it on my own. And that's why I'm reluctant to say anything that lifts me up. And I don't want to sound like super spiritual or anything like that. I know that what I've accomplished represents something for other people, so I'm not running from that. But what I've accomplished, I could not have accomplished without God's strength and power in my life. And I believe that anybody can access that, as long as they access what God's plan and purpose for their life is.
Well, He's obviously helping you to get out of your comfort zone. We had a lot of our viewers watch you on Kim Phil's Christmas special this year. That was great. What was that like, hanging with, I think it was Ricky Smiley, Yolanda Adams? There were a lot of folks on that. How was that for you?
It was surreal. You know, first of all, growing up as a fan of Kim Phil's, of course, she's Tootie.
Yes.
Facts of life.
Yes. Growing
up as a fan of hers, but really getting to meet her and get to know her was like a wonderful experience. She's a born-again Christian, and she made it her business to show as much love as possible to everybody on that set, and you really felt God's presence on the set. And I'm really thankful to be a part of it, because she could have asked anybody to do that. Everybody knows who Kim Phil's is. And for her to ask me was just a wonderful blessing.
Well, the last two questions. What can our fans expect from you tonight with Bayfest? You're live in downtown Mobile. You were here for Bayfest last year, and I think you were here for the Gospel Fest, which was very successful about a month ago. What can your fans expect from you tonight?
Well, I'm praying that God's voice is heard clearly through my voice. And I'm praying that everybody that comes anticipates a move of God in a way that helps them to expect the miraculous tonight. And this is what people say about my music, that it brings peace and comfort. I hope that anybody that's coming and needs to feel that, feels that tonight. And that's it.
Wow. Well, we can't thank you enough for being with us. You were telling me you've got some new music that's coming out. When are you releasing the CD and then the album?
Hopefully the CD will be out in January, end of January, and the new single will be out in a couple of weeks.
Wow. Again, we are here live in downtown Mobile. You've been listening live to Dove nominated, and you're up for a Dove nomination again this year.
We're up for a Stellar Award nomination.
Stellar Award.
Actually, and to anyone who's listening, you can be a part of the nomination process. Go to the Stellar Awards, thestellarawards2011.com, and you can vote for your favorite artist there. So I'm inviting you to go do that, be a part of who is lauded as the best in gospel this year. You can be a part of that.
Absolutely, and you can do that live as you're watching us on Facebook and on the VW Network, and also on my blog. But as we wrap things up here live again, Bayfest 2011 is well underway. Brian Courtney Wilson is just one of 100 plus acts who will be on the stage, 9 different stages in downtown Mobile. Bayfest is being billed as Alabama's largest music festival, and as you can see with an exclusive interview that you just got here live only on the VW Network, it is definitely off and in full gear. We can't thank you enough for joining us. Keep it right here all weekend long, because you'll be able to follow us for all of your all-access backstage pass to seeing all of the highlights and the exclusive interviews. For now, I'm Varion Walton reporting live in downtown Mobile.